So another track from scratch. Today we have the echo note effect, which is a delay but for MIDI, which would be quite interesting. Also today we'll have a limit of 30 minutes. So let's see what can happen. Right, again, it's a note effect. So I will add maybe the polymer after that, right? If I play this for a second. Right? We have basically a delay, but again, it's for the MIDI, which means that if we have more repeats, let's say 16, and maybe something like this here, right? We can always make adjustments to the sound because we are delaying the MIDI or adding feedback with the MIDI instead of with audio, so we can always have access to the sound. So let's try and create something a bit different. We can also add some velocity changes. So for example, for each repeat here, it can go down, let's say by 30 points or whatever this means. Let's see. Something like this. And we can also do this for pitch, but this will be quite crazy. Which is also quite funny. But let's go, you know what, let's try and create something. If I turn the repetition, the infinite repetition, it will just continue looping. So let's see. Maybe without velocity changes for now. Something like this. It's a bit. Right, I can always go and change the sound. But it's a bit loud here. Maybe I will go with something else here. Maybe the phase. Right, and now what I can do, I can also add randomness to the timing. Right, and create something like this, and then I can also quantize this to, let's say, 16th notes. And maybe I can add some polyphonic movement here, maybe with some randomness per note, maybe. Something like this. So we have a sort of a chord. Can also change the gate a bit. Right, so basically just for inspiration, because now what I can do is, let's see if this will work. I will disconnect the recording here and disable the recording, and I will add another instrument track, arm it, and then get it from the quantizer. Right after the echo comes the quantizer, and then I can maybe just record this a bit. Right, and now instead of using the echo and quantizer, I can just use this here, what I just recorded. Right, this is how it looks like, and basically maybe I will use just one bar, let's say. Right, maybe for now I will disable the randomness. Bit of key tracking. And maybe I can have this here an octave down. Right, so we have a nice bass. maybe you know what? No, let's leave it. This. Right, so we just, again, just for inspiration, we used it. Maybe I will add a delay 2 here for some detuning also, and some reverb, send reverb that I have here with supermassive. Right? And maybe I can even group this with another sound. Maybe group this with a polysynth. I'm just going to solo this for a second. It's going to sound a bit crazy at first. This is kind of cool. Make it nice and noisy. Bit more unison for the second. For the second oscillator here. And maybe you can use filter envelope. And then I can use the filter plus for some panning. Maybe every 5 bars. And actually I don't want so much of the low frequency, so I can add here the high pass filter. And then mix this in. Maybe a nice synced LFO every 7 bars that will open synced the filter a bit. I'm going to call this weird because it is weird. Of course, I can also go in and change the notes a bit. So for example, maybe these two can go right a bit up, and maybe instead of 16 steps, 16/16th notes, we can go with 10. Right, so we have 4, 8, 10, and then these maybe. Oh yeah, something like this. Right, again, just for inspiration, I can also copy this and then have here another variation, and then have this play, for example, 4 times and move to the next one, and this have it play 4 times and move to the first one. Just I like this. And I need some sort of macro control here to control the brightness, the overall brightness of things. So let's see, I think it's here mostly. Right? Let's call this weird brightness. Will I remember this? I like this. Okay, let's have a nice subtle kick, maybe. Maybe like this. But I want this to be a bit more, bit less in your face. Maybe also here with some panning. And also here some delay. And we need a bass. Let's try and create a bass also with this echo thingy. With this echo note effect. Right, let's see. Maybe. Okay, maybe instead of playing it, I will program this. Let's see. Let's go with 7 steps. And let's change here a bit the echo. Right, and now here I don't have velocity, but if I use velocity, I can use this also with the expressions tools or expression device here or modulator and change the velocity. Right, to control the filter, for example. Maybe with 5 repeat. Okay, but this needs to be more of a bass. I will solo this for a second. Bass. I will put the echo before because probably what I will do is I will add also a sub oscillator later. But let's see. I like the AM, of course, as you know already. The noise. Indeed. Maybe also some filter envelope. Right, and the delay maybe. Maybe left and right, ping pong left and right, and then I can group this and I can add the sub oscillator patch that I have here just signed through an AR envelope. And of course, as always, audio sidechain from the kick. Just to sidechain things here. Because this has 7 steps, the kick has 16 steps. But it's a bit too loud. Maybe the kick is too low also. Right, so just like this, because now again it's going to a delay, but the delay is basically just copies of the MIDI note, so I can always go and change the sound also of the delayed signal, right? So I will add here another macro maybe, and this will control the filter, bass filter. Something like this, just so I remember what is what. And maybe while I'm doing this, I can add another effects track. This will be, let's call this bass delay. Right, and it will have only... what it will have? It will have a delay too, with lots of feedback, not so much of low frequencies. And also, you know what, also a dedicated reverb. Of course, I'm using just Supermassive here. Right, and then while I'm bringing in, opening the filter, I can also open the send for the bass filter. right, and send it to a delay. I like this, but 110, we are still in 110. Okay, let's think about something. About the BPM. We have 15 more minutes almost. Let's go with 125. This is nice. Let's see what happens when we do this also for a sort of a hat or something. Oh, let's go with a ride. Right, and again also here the echo. Let's go here already with, let's say, 12 steps maybe? And here maybe unquantized. And with randomness. And with the velocity even less, but maybe with more repeats. Oh, and we can activate pitch tracking and then have the pitch also going. Maybe the minimum take up? No. Something like this. The feedback time every hit will be a bit separate, maybe than without randomness. Another filter plus for panning. I like doing panning with the filter plus, maybe a bandpass in this case, you know what? A resonant bandpass, and then maybe 7 bars. And maybe an LFO here for a quantized LFO, a synced LFO with 5 bars to the decay. But no need for bipolarity here. Maybe not so much. And I need this to be a bit more noisy. Okay, let's see first of all what can we do with the... Oh, maybe a delay with some blur here. Maybe reverse. And again, ducking with the kick. And lots of reverb. Or maybe, you know, maybe the reverb also after the delay, so it will also be sidechained. all this noise because it's not really a ride. And maybe HiHats. Let's go with HiHats now. Head closed. Again with echo. And let's see what we can do here. Maybe leave this at 16 steps. And maybe here. Maybe also here we can do this. I know. Now I know what I've done wrong here. Yes, okay, also with pitch tracking. Maybe it can go down. Oh. Bouncing ball. But also here I really need panning. I have here already a preset here. It's just the tool device with random panning. Right, as you can see here, nothing too amazing. And maybe I will add steps here. Some randomization, and this will control the reverb send. Right, and also here I think I need also here a bandpass filter, but maybe I will just go with a filter here. Maybe some randomness, smooth randomness, unsynced, just a bit. Okay, this also will be noise too because it's not really a hi-hat. Let's add just a hi-hat, just an open hat, just for giving this a bit more stability. Maybe something like this, but also sidechained with a kick. Again, just for stability. Right, as a driving force. And then let's try and add maybe a chord, again with just recording maybe, let's see, let's have here again another echo. Let me close this for a second. Right, with repetition set to infinite. I like this. No need for a chord, I like this already. Let's see. This. Again, this is, for now I'm just concentrating on not on the sound, but on the sequence itself. Right, maybe something like this. And then I will add, maybe I will solo this for a second. I will add again another instrument track, arm it for recording, set it to get, is it this one here? What am I doing? This is an instrument track. Oh, yeah, it's an instrument track. Polymer Echo, this one here. Okay. Right, and maybe I can just make some changes here. Oh, okay, something like this. Very nice. Let me stop this for a second. And let's see. This I can close, and this can go here. And let's take this one for a second. Wavetable. Let's go with something. Maybe this one, I don't know. Don't have time. 2 minutes, 2.5. Effects. Delay 2 with some detuning that it has already. Randomness. Polyphonic randomness, why not? For the index. Maybe an octave down. And of course, side chaining here. Maybe this, and also the filter, maybe. And you know what I will do? After the delay, I will send this again to a filter plus without panning. And maybe this can be the filter. Maybe I will change this to something like this. Instead of the filter here, right? And also here add the side chaining. And then what I want here is to have some distortion. I don't like this one. Nope. Okay. Tool. A bit of gain staging. And again, also here I will add a reverb inside the chain, so it will also be side chained. And I will add another macro just for fun. Something like this, call this chord filter. And you know what? I have 13 minutes. I don't want this to be 2 bars. I want this to be something a bit weird. So maybe something like this. Okay, never mind. Time is up. Yeah, so this was it. This was Echo today. This was fun. I think it's great for a sort of recording it and getting inspiration for all sorts of sequences, stuff like this, with weird timings. But that was it for today. Thank you again so much for watching. Cheers.